Hi. So, chapter 7. I'm gonna try so hard not to cry, but I hate like the end of things. I think that's why our book club has gone so long, Gene, is because we're like, none of us want it to end. So at the end of the first book, we're like, what are we reading next?
Right? I've grown to like all of you guys, and it's like, okay, even though if I'm tired, it's like, but I like listening to them talk. So,
Love that. I'm here for that.
yeah.
I'm going to jump right into step 3, which is on page 97. It's like the results of the quiz. Did y'all take the quiz?
I
I
didn't have
did.
time.
Did you, Eugene?
I did. Yep.
Okay, so I started taking it when we started the book, and then I stopped because I was like, "Ooh, I didn't want to take it until I finished reading all the rest of it." So I stopped, like, I think I was like 50 questions in. There's
Oh,
135 statements. And
yeah. And
I was wondering how they were going to score it at the end because I was like, you enter M for much, S for some, L for little, or N for not at all, which was easy for me because I was like, somewhat, no. N for
I had a lot that were not at all, so it was a little easier. And yeah.
yeah, I had a lot too that were, it was like, no. And then at the end with scoring, it was like tongues. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Right.
Yep, yep, yep. That
Yep.
sounds about right.
Yep.
So let's start with it's like I'm gonna tell you, Teresa, do the quiz because it is on page 85. It's 135 questions. It took me like 7 minutes from start to finish, and I suck at math. So the majority of that was me going, three,
Mhm.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. And I had to add up all of those individually, like for the scoring. So, Jean,
Yeah.
what were your 3 dominant results, which is your highest rated gifts?
Okay. If I did it right, I have service was number one on it, the highest. Leadership was second highest, and then hospitality was the third.
I could definitely see that.
I kind of agreed with that. I don't know about the hospitality so much, but I know my service, yeah, absolutely. And I don't know about a leader. I think I'm a leader kind of in cognito type of thing. I don't come right out. You wouldn't know it if you first met me. I don't like to speak up, but I do think I'm kind of a leader. I know I'm a leader in my family in a way. So, yeah, but the hospitality, I'm not quite sure, but it was
Well,
fun.
I think that's just, do people feel at peace in your home?
Okay, yeah, I think
No,
so. Although I do not like to entertain. I do not, even my own family. It's just like,
I
okay, who
don't
comes in?
either, but I got like a very high score on that, and I was like, yeah, but they're not coming over, so I'm not
But
gonna.
it's like, so now we're in an apartment and nobody can sleep over. Nobody can, we don't have a lot of room. So, and it's kind of nice. So anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I got.
What were your subordinate gifts, which is the next 3 highest scoring gifts?
Okay, at administration, mercy, and giving.
How do you feel about that?
I agree with the giving. Administration, I wasn't sure about. It was kind of weird. Mercy, yeah, I guess I would agree.
Are
But
you
give,
um doing anything that displays those qualities right now, currently?
well, I'm giving a lot of my time to my church. And I kind of include that in service. I am servicing as well, but I would definitely say I'm giving a lot of time to my church, to my family, um, and administration. I don't, I'm not, yeah, but the giving piece, absolutely.
Teresa,
I'm going to take this quiz. But yes, ask away.
you have to. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it while we're on the call.
Okay, well then I'll go through my
Okay.
documents and things.
Okay.
So my top three, and this was kind of no surprise to me, but I was surprised. So my top three are teaching, wisdom, and faith. And I was like, yep, okay. That's
Yeah,
exactly where I'm at. All right.
I can see that in you. Your teaching, your faith comes through, and and that's part of the wisdom too. So I can see that from what I know of you.
And then my three subordinate ones were knowledge, administration, and this last one made me laugh so hard, celibacy.
Was
Uh,
that even on? Was that on here?
well, apparently, yeah, it is a gift.
Oh, it
I
is.
scored
Oh,
a 12. It's right up
it
there.
is. It is. You're right. It is
It
on here.
was like,
Okay.
and it was like one of the higher ones. So I was like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I am single and it has probably been over a year since, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
And in the book, it says, like, what ministers or ministries are you now performing formally or informally? And I was like, well, I'm hosting a book club over discover your spiritual gifts. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
teaching within the faith and sharing knowledge. And I am starting a podcast and I already have completed a workbook and I'm going to do like a
Mhm.
guided weekly video on Rumble where we go through the workbook and it'll either be a clickable PDF for people or if they're hard copy like me, they can go and take their
Yeah.
PDF and get them printed
Uh,
because
yeah, I saw some of yeah, I saw some of your examples. I'm looking forward to kind of getting a better understanding. That'd be great.
yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do the once a week thing. We'll go over the little nugget I sent y'all.
Hmm.
And that's just that, like that's that one thing. And so I think with the anchor scripture, it would be good. And then we have like a call to action. I'm calling it faith in action, but it's basically like a challenge. Um, so
Okay.
uh,
Cool.
but it did ask a question that I really was like, I don't know. And I'm going to ask you that, Jean. Is your
Okay.
vocational status lay or clergy?
I, hmm. I guess lay, right? Because I'm definitely not a clergy. And but a lay person would be, but that doesn't mean you don't have faith or don't believe, right? That's
Right.
not, or does it mean that?
No, I don't think so.
I, yeah,
I
that's
wrote,
kind of,
I think I'm a mix because I'm not really clergy, but I am teaching.
yeah, I would,
But
but I would say if I had to answer that, I didn't, but I would say I'm a lay person. Because I don't teach it. Um, I don't really talk about it too much. So,
and it says in the book that the next step would be now that we have like the top six narrowed
Mhm.
down for us with this quiz, um, we can start asking like other people around us that maybe if they want to take the questionnaire or um if they have any kind of spiritual gifts, what has the spirit endowed them with. And I would say like you are like the five people in your circle. You're the most like the five people in your circle. So
Mhm.
um we're probably going to have to shift our circles a little bit with this new knowledge because we're going to be well, I don't know about y'all. I'm speaking for y'all, but I know I'm going to be super hungry. So I'm like, I love my circle, but I'm going to jump over here to this circle for a minute because I need to learn some stuff.
Mm.
So I'm definitely switching out some people in my circle because I do want to grow my gifts. And although they've grown where I was a little bit, I do feel like they could grow more. And for a while, I was volunteering at Awana at our church, which is like the for little kids,
Wow.
which is
I love Dewana.
because I don't have any. So I'm like that strange old lady at the Awana.
No, you're not.
So I don't have any kids. Everyone there is like in their 20s and 30s with kids running around, and I'm over here with the snacks, all introverted. Like I'm just here to make charcuterie little Debbie's snacks for the kids. Like I take my job as the snack boss very seriously, and they may have like selections of whatever, but I put them together like little charcuterie boards for these kids so they get to come up and they're like super impressed, and then an easy breakdown too. Like I have it locked and loaded. And so I moved to Alabama for a little while, and my friend at church was like, "What do you do? What do you?" And I'm like, "Girl, I'll show you. It's super easy." And like literally that night afterwards, she was like, "You said this was easy." And I was like, "Yeah, it's streamlined." And she's like, "It's not easy." And I'm thinking, "Oh." So I do want to grow my gifts because even though I've done things outside of my comfort zone to grow. I want to grow a little more. And, that was a great, I would say that was like a fitness trampoline. I'm ready to go on the big trampoline now and try
There
my hand at growing my gifts in the real world, in the wild.
you go.
But it does say to talk to your pastor and talk to the people that know you best. And, say, I've recently found this out about myself. What do you think? Do you agree with this
Hmm.
or disagree? Um, but one of the last things it said was, this is your opportunity to dream with God. As you use the gifts that He has given you, He may lead you to use them in a different way that is presently occurring in your city or in the world. Perhaps God will drop the desire in your heart to use your gift of leading worship to bring freedom to inmates in a nearby prison, or your gift of mercy to comfort victims of catastrophes around the world. What a privilege it is to dream God's dreams. Gene, there's a big old hurricane that's headed towards Jamaica right now, I think. So,
There is. It hit already. I think it hit Jamaica. It's
So,
moving.
if you want to like grow that mercy vibe a little bit, you can take a, trip to the lovely island of Jamaica after this blows over. Wait till
As much
after
as,
Melissa, wait till after Melissa's gone, but I'm sure you're gonna get a real good deal on flights.
yep, yep. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that yet.
But intercessory prayer, we could all say prayers for
Oh, yeah,
those people that are affected.
absolutely. Yeah, I do that. I've added that already. I mean, I've already, yeah, that's part of it.
Holy cow, these are a lot of questions.
Yeah.
What number are you
Oh,
on?
well, I think,
47. Some of it, like, so I'll be honest, as I'm answering some of this, like, I read how to do this, but it's hard not to do it the other way. Uh,
Oh gosh. Oh,
well,
by the way, when you go on to score it, there's a second page. So I think it's like number 14 it goes on the other page. So I had to go and make little scribbles because I was just carrying numbers over. And then I was like, oh, wait. Huh.
well, I don't want to do this, but I think I'm going to jump over. So what's our next, just real quick? Um, so I wait for your workbook?
I have something I'm kind of working on a little
Okay.
bit, I think.
All right. Well, let me know.
I'll let y'all know. I'm not going to dissolve the chat yet.
You guys don't have to stop it. You know how I am about jumping into that other one. So,
All right.
but
I
I
love
love
you.
you guys
okay,
and
no worries.
thank you
Tell them
so
I'll see
much.
them soon.
Yep. Okay, sweetie. Bye.
Okay. So,
You know what really helped me is reading them out loud in my car. What number are you on?
64. I mean, I don't have to keep you. I can put it in our chat what comes up for me. The one thing I will say about reading this book, it has it has opened my eyes that even though the gift, my spiritual gift and what I think my spiritual gift is doesn't always match. And it has provoked me to listen or try to listen a little more and know that like there's something bigger out there. Like an obvious, you know what I mean. That came out stupid. I'm brain dead. So I'm trying to do this dang thing. Um, but it'll be interesting to see how it evolves for sure. Um, I mean, obviously, my life is like wild.
I always think it is like you're not like a bag of microwave popcorn. You're like quinoa that's being popped. It's
Yes.
like ah.
Yep. And then you find it for the rest of your life.
It's not a slow pop over there. Nope, nope. We're doing the whole thing at
We're
once.
doing the whole thing at once and all the things. So yeah, what I might have to do is finish this and then send it to you in that chat. Um, but for your next, are you doing another book club or are
Okay.
you doing your program?
Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna make a little kind of workbook for us. I already started on it, honestly, but it's just like a renew and restore thing for us through the end of the year.
Okay.
But
I'm not making any promises because I'm staying afloat.
yeah,
I'm staying afloat and I have a lot uh, yeah. Okay, girl. Um let me finish the quiz and I'll put it in our chat. But I cannot thank you enough for showing up every week and doing what you do because it keeps me accountable. I hope it keeps everybody else accountable. And it's good to like step out of the box and read and take a minute to breathe.
Another thing that I found after I finished the book is I was like, because I'm a nerd, I flip and like I may be like done technically, but I flip through all the things. But they have on page 147
Okay.
a glossary of spiritual gifts. So when you get your three or your top three dominant and then your subordinate gifts all figured out there in section 3, you can
Okay.
look up and see what they actually mean. Like
Okay.
I
This, I don't know if you can, if it'll come into focus.
oh yeah.
This is the one from Sean Johnson from Red Rocks.
Okay.
It's a very quick read. You want to be smacked in the face? This is it.
That's funny because hey, I have these paper clips. I send them out.
Yeah, you sent me that one.
You know what I found recently is these little stickers. Oh my gosh. I went crazy on these. There's two different kinds. There's some with little scriptures on them, and then there's like these random ones, right? That are just so cute.
Do you love your new place?
I do.
I love it. Well, my
But
friend, I
you
don't
know,
have to
these
keep
little
you.
scripture ones,
Oh yeah, I kept mine. Mine's in my planner that you sent me.
and then there's little like other random ones. Like they're just so cute.
Cute.
Everybody like I was in '90s baby. I remember going to Sanrio and making buttons and stuff, but
Do you remember Patch the Pirate?
yeah.
I had every single one of his tapes. I loved him. And actually, I think I got to meet Patch at one point. Like, not the original Patch, his son. Well, when you say Awana, that's all I can think of is because we're Patch the Pirate Club serving the Lord. No, I'm not traumatized or anything.
Since this is still recording in the glossary of spiritual gifts, since
Tell me.
administration was both one of mine and one of Jean's,
Okay.
it says the gift of administration is the special ability that God gives to certain members of the body of Christ to understand clearly this immediate and long range goals of a particular unit of the body and to devise and execute effective plans for the accomplishment of these goals.
I love that.
You can write down Luke 14, 28 through 30, Acts 6, 1 through 7, also 27:11, and First Corinthians 12:28, and finally Titus 1:5.
Okay.
But those were that was in the glossary of spiritual gifts under the administration. So,
Okay. I'm definitely going to check that out.
all right. Well, it was such a pleasure. Thank you so much. I love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. I can't wait.
I know. I'm so excited. Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.